Coach, is this a case of title hangover?
Could be, yeah. You can say that.
Calvin Oftana going strong inside.
Like what you said, a hangover. Well, we can talk about it later.
Well, we'll talk about it in just a bit because
Works wonders for Phoenix.
here's Oftana. And there'll be a basket and who has entered the game as well. Calvin Oftana showing a quick double. Oh, and
Wow.
did he just toss that to himself?
Yeah, he passed that, so he's gonna get that assist for himself.
RR. Kick it over to the corner. Glenn Cobontin now to Calvin Oftana. Oftana against Rondial. Short shot clock. He's got to go. Calvin
Yes.
dumps to home.
Luis Angalang, although he was up against one of the best post defenders in Kelly Williams, and he almost made the shot.
Here's Oftana, step back, three-pointer on the way,
Oh.
puts it in.
Hernandez, and he was fouled by RR Pugoy.
Here's that step back three-pointer from Calvin Oftana.
Easy use of the glass.
So Calvin Oftana currently with 8 points in the ball game.
Ooh! And Melesio thought he was wide open for that layup, but
Maybe not as quick as him, but
oh, that's a rare gift.
Now look at Calvin Oftana. He's definitely feeling it right now.
That shot was halfway home, but decided to bounce out. 15-6, a 9-point lead for Meralco. Oftana launches for three. That's good. That's a response.
TNT is just relying heavily on their defense, which is good because at least you try to limit the opportunities of Meralco so that they won't blow you out early.
Oftana completes the highlight. He floors Raymar Jose.
And I have to get the standing 8 count.
Calvin Oftana says, sit down, be humble. Raymar Jose looks at him and then shoots right between the eyes. A 3-point make. So that is back-to-back now, bridging 2 quarters for TNT. They're right back into this, only down by 2, but Newsome is at the strike for 2 free throws. Oftana receives against a smaller Chris Banquero, creates space, he launches and knocks it down.
That was a great move by Calvin Oftana. Have an easier moment. And right here, you see the height difference between him and CB. That's why it's a lot easier for him. That's as soon as he gets that ball in that top of the key, he will be.
And they built through the draft.
Yep.
Calvin looking for space. Steps back. That's sweet.
For how well they were in catching the boards, only allowing Rainer Shine 3 offensive rebounds. Coach Chot, although instructed them not to stop and doubt themselves when they have the ball. Maximize catch and shoot or catch and drive.
That's something that they're going to have to continuously monitor and see if he'll be able to keep on playing in this ball.
Cross-court pass. Here's Oftana with the attack once again. Scores. Seesaw match that we're witnessing right now. Packing. They're looking for Oftana. Starting off from the other side this time.
Oh, great spin.
Another 3. Why not? Bang! Lead is down to 1. But they're going to attack him defensively.
And that's what you want to do.
Will be recalled to the bench after a tremendous effort. Felix back.
Alain, he just keep missing them, but their range.
Now, Calvin Oftana, what a big-time move for him, taking it strong to the cup for 2. As we take a look at this basket once again by Calvin Oftana, splitting the defense there, going to the reverse. But Calvin Oftana and company really turning it on here as well. As we've said, they are the hottest team here in the PBA.
He's first in practice, last to leave, taking a lot of shots. He came to us as a young man from Dumaguete.
That was blocked. That was clean. Oftana gets away.
Stop it.
That's right. Just so much movement, confuses the defense a lot. Calvin rattles that one through.
And transition defense. Gentlemen, back to you.
Well, clear goal set there by Coach Tito Victolero, 23 assists. And Calvin Oftana with the chase down on Ian Sangalang. They were trailing by 6 at the start of the half. Been a different story here in the third as Calvin Oftana takes it strong.
What a move there by Oftana, showing us that he can also be a creator on that pick and roll.
Ken Williams able to create the defensive stop against Sangalang.
Oftana runs into a brick wall, but they recover. Calvin fakes from the corner, attacks baseline, strong move as he gets his first bucket of the game. Give their squad a lift and force a deciding game on Saturday. And that's another turnover against Magnolia. Heading on the drive, that's a foul coming from William Navarro. Oftana, after absorbing the contact he played on, this was the foul. But he went all the way to the hoop for 2. Coach Shot Reyes will make his adjustment, calls the number of Brandon Ganuela's roster. He's the designated matchup against Xavier Lucero. That's just pure talent from Calvin Oftana. Stay in front of the much quicker Mark Baroka. Let's see if Coach Shot will readjust. Shoot to shoot. Oftana on the flyby. Had to adjust. Still talented enough.
Oh, she could have taken the shot.
Would have made it.
But oh.
Here's Calvin Oftana. Working against Gabe Norwood that time.
Oh!
Calvin Oftana with a basket and one.
He got the contact from Gabe. Let's take a look at this move. Half spin. Oh, up and under.
And Calvin Oftana against one of the best defenders in the league, and Gabe Norwood able to score and get the foul as well.
For Jonard Clarito. Although we anticipated no longer having double-digit rebounds against TNT, he couldn't help but still feel frustrated whenever TNT would deny him an opportunity to rebound.
Here, let's take a look at that again. Mike Malonzo fouling Calvin Oftana off this tough look. Take a look at that. Finishing under duress, 2 red shirts on him. It didn't matter. Game to Jordan Heading. Calvin Oftana asking for it against Mike Malonzo. It has been Calvin Oftana's half. That time scoring off the glass.
Just needed a little space. Middle. And then burst going to the baseline.
Calvin Oftana has been feeling it, Coach. He's been scoring whichever way he wanted. That time, the score
again. That's about the 3rd time that he did that one.
Let's take a look at that again, Coach, because Calvin Oftana has been in his bag, working against Mike Malonzo there, who barely avoided a landing spot violation. Take a look at that again. As Calvin Oftana, Coach, it doesn't matter the degree.
Now we're seeing the skill set.
One of the import defenders of Coach Yang. Here's Oftana trying to go to work and scores on that layup. Back in is Noko. Arakut will check right back in for Asisio as well.
In rain or shine, they're finally responding here in game 3.
Oftana with a challenge 3 makes mincemeat of the defense. Wow!
Can't do anything about the 4th team foul, and he was isolated against Calvin. Look at those two.
He outscored the Elaso Painters 39-22. And they're continuing to outplay Rain or Shine here in the 4th and final.
Jim Mamuyak has 14 points in this game, and we have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left here this first quarter. As Calvin Oftana says, wait a minute, let me do some more.
Here's Calvin. Nice matchup there against Malonzo.
Yes.
That's going to drop for Calvin. Especially without Bo Belga.
Yes, Bo Belga would have made a big difference as far as size is concerned, plus the fact he can actually shoot. And he is big, that's for sure.
It's time to go hard on both ends of the floor. He expects more intensity, more physicality, but while he wants full effort, he's also reminding his players to be smart with their energy. For Coach Yang, this game is all about...
Well, you have to really understand Calvin as an offensive player. Once he gets that basketball, he squares up.
That's a very good option. And it's going to drop for Calvin.
What a shot by Calvin.
Right after this quick break, there it is once again.
What a shot.
They
trim the deficit down to 7, 40 to 33. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Heading kicks it out to Oftana, shoots over the defense and swishes it home for 3.
Once again, Heading gets close to the paint. That attracts the help defense, and that leaves Oftana open.
6 turnovers here for TNT Tropang 5G and none so far for San Miguel Beer. And they have been immaculate in that department. And points off turnovers 8-0. As Calvin Oftana trying to get to work inside, gets that basket and one. Let's take a look at this again. This shot of the game is brought to you by Rexona. Stay cool in the heat of the game. With Rexona Ice Cool, it won't let you down.
Sometimes TNT showing on pick and rolls, which takes their big man a little bit out of the defensive picture. Other times.
And they were not shooting the ball well from beyond the arc in that first half. In fact, they did not make a single three-pointer in the first half. And that's a basket and one as Calvin Oftana is starting to heat up. This shot of the game is brought to you by Rexona. Stay cool in the heat of the game with Rexona Ice Cool. It won't let you down. Let's take a look at that again. Calvin Oftana, such a crafty finisher. Also very strong for his size, his height. Now Calvin, Don Trojano right in front of him. Don Trojano had a great first half. Calvin got Junmar up. Short shot clock here. Calvin Oftana. Oh, he buries it. 64-59. As we take a look at Calvin Oftana taking on the challenge of Don Trojano. Big triple from a big player. Calvin Oftana helping TNT crawl back into this ball game after being dominated in the first half. 64-59. Don't go away. We'll be right back. TNT looking to keep the momentum going. Calvin Oftana against Mo Tautua. Calvin, the crossover, the shot.
Yes.
Shooter's bounce. And Calvin Oftana unconscious. Sa tag-init o tag-ulan, elastosil mo yan. As Calvin Oftana and the rest of the TNT Tropang 5G, we mentioned it a while ago, looks completely different. But then
got to make the most of it while you're here.
Calvin says second half is my time. Jumper.
There you go.
3.4 on this shot clock. Here's Calvin Oftana going to work. That's his first basket of the night.
Calvin Oftana against the tenacious defense of Jericho. Finds a way through and hits the top layup. Boy, that was a difficult make from Calvin, extending their lead to 9. Coach Andrea says, okay, got you. Almon Vosotros checks in. Another block for TNT as the shot clock expires against SMB.
RR Bogoy, that's a 3. He misses. Kobundin saves it to Kelly Williams. They're looking for the 3 ball. Calvin Oftana gets it.
For the semifinals. They're switching everything. Oh, a steal. Attack from behind for Calvin Oftana. And the Grand Slam hopes stay alive for the TNT Tropang 5G. Ian Sangalang inside, but the pass a bit off towards the help defender, which was Calvin Oftana, and he committed completely to it.
Big basket by Lacal, the ultimate role player on this team.
Oh, TNT still not out of it. That's a 4 by Oftana. Don Trojano trying to stay up all over Calvin Oftana. BGR finding Calvin yet again.
Patience and presence of mind, Paolo.
Brandon finds Glenn Kobuntin. Calvin Oftana pulls up and he scores yet again with 12 points in this game. And if I'm not mistaken, partner, has yet to miss a shot. It's been one of those games here for Calvin Oftana.
The usual, suspects doing that is BGR, but he's just about to report right now.
Calvin Oftana in the corner. That's a tough shot, but it doesn't matter. Three-pointer is now ruled as a 2, and there it is. Calvin Oftana, that's clear as day. So it is only a 3-point lead. Good tap away from Kelly Williams. They find our Bogoy, hits the back. But another offensive rebound for the TNT Tropang 5G, and Calvin Oftana finishing under duress. Take a look at that last sequence with Calvin Oftana finding his way in the paint and working out again.
Bit of a spin action there. Screen the screener. The 3 is open. 3-point shot is down. Played to perfection. Saw the first 3 ball. of the Philippine Cup Finals. For Calvin Oftana extends their lead to 11.
Steal there, and Oftana.
You see that so often in the pro game now where players are waiting for that outlet pass.